Say, what is the safe word? When the hunger catch you and there is no food, there is nothing. Say this safe word. Maye, and I will appear. You know that kind of thing? Yeah, they do it. They say, okay, what is the safe word? If hunger won't kill me, Mayegun, just shout, Maye, Maye, Maye. I will appear and I will bring you food. I say, oh, thank you, sir. So when the hunger enter you, just shout, Maye, Maye, Maye. And I'll just, my son, my daughter, come here. So if you're an Agbadorian, a bat idiot, a bastard, a Lagos Sabobaku, Oshogbo Alimajiri, including those of you who are Abeokuta, Alimajiri too, because we have some from there too. We have them from Ekiti, you know. The crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers, and the voluntary slaves. What is the safe word? When the hunger enter body, what do you say? How can be? How can be amalodo there? How can be amalodo there? How can be amalodo there? They will just sell you a liter of petroleum for 80 naira per liter. There must be a safe word, except if you are suffering from a mental disorder. That is when you will think these guys represent Yoruba or have any kind of any little interest in Yoruba people or Yoruba land. They do not give a damn about you or your children, and you know it. You know it. If you are not suffering from mental disorder, you will never join them on social media and be defending these rogues who don't give a damn about you. No, given. There is a guy who exposed corruption in Nigeria. He's a whistleblower. You go to blow whistle on top thieves in Nigeria. You the craze. You won't die. You know the same people where you they blow the whistle for. People who supposed to hear your whistle, go after them. Now you they go pick. They will call ask you, say, make you the right apology letter to the thief. This one go put up and say, now he's in the hiding. This is Nigeria.
My name is Joshua Akbawogene O2. I'm doing this video today because I don't know what might come tomorrow. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm afraid that when I die, the truth might not be unveiled, like the case of Mohbad. I'm just a victim of circumstances that needs to go through the spout. I want the world to know that my soul will not rest if the truth is not unveiled. But I believe that evil is powerless when good men are not afraid to speak the truth. If you take me to die for this truth, so be it. I die. This is exactly 2 months I left my home because of the information I got. My life is in danger. I've been trying to reach out to everybody I think might share my story. I call on the Bayelsa State Governor, His Excellency, Senator Doye Diri. I call on the...
So come and help me. Please help me. I don't want to die. Nigeria. So I was saying something about these criminals who don't give a damn about you. And then one Oponu on TikTok said I was wrong. And I want to believe that is referring to when I said these criminals don't give a damn about you, whether you are Yoruba or Igbo or wherever. And if you go out there to begin to think you are defending them. So when I start, I cannot let anybody talk about Yoruba like that. Is it because when the Igbos are, when the Hausas, when the Fulani, when the Guinea, did you say the same thing? And all of that stuff. But guess what, right? That's how you deceive yourselves. When I tell you they don't give a damn about you, I mean it. You are just stupid to think you are defending them. I mean, you are defending Yoruba by defending them. That's how stupid some of you can be, especially you Abobakus or the closet Abobakus. So no be today, so don't worry. Yeah, that young man reported or blew whistle on criminals in Nigeria, and the policeman told the person they blew the whistle on. Nah, Akororo tell us so. Akororo, na my brother's brother. I will show that boy. So because the boy asked me, say make I buy him Camry, he won't take and do Uber. I no buy him. That's why I go report me, say I be thief. Even though I be thief. Thank you, officer. You take this one, I will deal with him. So Akororo is on the run. In Nigeria, where it is a crime scene, do not, by any means, right, gamble your life in a way to say, all of us need to make this country better. You dey mad. You are to make this country better. Which of it? Which of the... I have a clip I want to share before I go on to read my book, okay?
After you go say make civil servant no thief. My brother, if I get opportunity, I go thief them, John, even them when they there, so I go thief them. I'm telling you, it's so annoying.
All right, lastly, before I let you go, I mean, if government decides not to move away from the 60,000, will this strike continue? And do you think this strike will yield any result? I
know what make you finish your question. If they like, may they say no. Say they no go. Say may they still die for that 60,000 naira when they talk. Then from there, now they go know say a hungry man is an angry man. And when the hunters learn to shoot without missing, so the birds learn to fly without perching. They go here and they go collect woto. Not as the way they do. So you get where we go do and reach now. We go they walk out for street, they destroy them, they kill themselves.
Thank you so much.
Because a hungry man is an angry man. As with the first, so my brother, as I come here this morning, so I never shop. I been my children, they forbid to go to high school when their children they go. They go carry their children, thief our money, they carry their children, go better school. When they finish, they come load their children over us again. They return say, experience, do you qualify? Do you have this qualification? Qualification, kill their parents there. Qualification, kill them. Nonsense people. Huh? Nonsense idiots. You know how much senator they collect a month? Even their SAs, those days we go school, say we no want be touts. Now touts be their SA and others, what they do for them. And do you know how much they collect? They collect above 300,000-400,000 naira every month. If they say we know, for just Kukuma sit down for touting. So that all of us go, they do touting.
So, that's all you be.
Before they do touting, then we'll come suffer, go school finish, now we'll come manage, come enter the civil service work, then they'll call the suffer us. They'll call the suffer us. Yeah? So as time goes on now, we go join the touting, so that make all of us the tout, better as it be.
Better.
Yes. After you go.
Olenia, Yaya Bello, Olenia, Yaya Bello, 80.2 billion. You squander RAM. 1.1 billion. Just for school fees. God go punish you. Ogun go kill you. Ole buruku. Ole werenye. Olenia. Yaya Bello, Olenia. Yaya Bello, Olenia.
Anarchy loans.
Koye was asking for Yeye Bello. And Yeye Bello, we don't even know if he is still in Nigeria. Yeye Bello is cool enough. He cannot be arrested. He cannot be prosecuted. And he cannot be jailed. So Yeye Bello is free. Like many other terrorists that are working free inside that contraption as we speak. So, Koye, it was because of you I played that video, because I was like, Koye was asking about Yeye Bello, and he was talking about Yeye Bello being sort of going viral for some reason online right now. I do not know. Okay. So, see, we have two options. This is the first part of the chart. We have two options. Do you want me to open the line? Let's have a chat, which means you can call in and react to what I have said so far for the next hour. Or would you want me to go straight to our chapter 8 of the white malice that we are reading and read an hour. See if I could cover, let me see. If I can cover the chapter 8. Okay, I can't. I promise you. African jazz. Okay, chapter 8. Chapter 8 happens to be just a few pages. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's about 7 pages, right? 9 pages. So I can read that for, let's say, half an hour. Then we are going to go on to chapter 9 afterward, okay? Then we can take calls. Somebody said call. You can't wait. Okay, let's take calls then. So I'm going to take just a minute break, okay? Get yourself ready. Get your phones out. So we'll put a hold on the reading tonight. Today, all right? So we'll take calls and let you react to this so far. So I will be back in 2 minutes. If you don't go anywhere, I could be speaking to you in the next few minutes soon. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
The African Wahala, the prince. How are you, Baba?
Yes, sir. I'm very good. I'm happy to be the first person among your fans to talk to you today because I'm catching you fresh.
Fantastic.
So I'm very happy.
I'm happy to have you as first too. It's a breath of
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is. It is. I trust everything is going blessed with you.
I am trying to be as cool as I can, can't complain. That's the point. But yeah.
Yeah.
And how about yourself?
So, yeah, I'm doing very well too. I'm good.
Grand.
Yeah. Thank you. First of all, let me appreciate your program for the diverse types of, now we are having more options. We have the book reading section. We have the early morning section. We have the late evening session. Yes. We have the call-in. People like me that like calling in. Yeah. We it's a war to call in the evening time. So we sometimes choose to call in the morning. Yeah. So I appreciate your show. Thank you.
And that way is becoming tense little by little. One of these days, this too may be like evening too. The African Wahala. Or whichever way.
We're slowly getting there.
Yeah, you guys who are veterans will always find a way around it. So it's fair enough.
Yeah, let me teach the people that don't know the secrets to calling in.
Okay.
You just keep trying, man. Just try like 60 times. You'll get it. That's how I do, and it works for me. Yeah.
Right there, Baba.
So yes, sir. So I wanted to why although this is a rhetorical question, but why is it that Nigerian people love worshiping their slave masters? Why? Because the last video that you showed, that guy from Akororo, maybe that's not his real name. Yeah. This guy.
I have to make up the name.
This guy.
I didn't bother to write it. I just Akororo. So
that name fit on well. Now his name be that.
See?
But why was Akororo still? He still had time to call his oppressors, oh, His Excellency, oh, His Excellency. What's wrong with these people? Well, I can't even say what's wrong with these people because I was also one of those people before. But I had to consciously train myself to stop giving any form of respect to anybody that is a threat to my life, period.
God bless you.
Because you can't be calling a terrorist, a known terrorist, His Excellency. And many people are guilty of that. You love worshiping your... There's nothing... You love worshiping your politicians. You call them, oh, he's honorable. Oh, my honorable. Come on, man. The guy is a thief. Why are you calling him a thief? Some even go as far as, while accusing their slave masters of corruption, oh, can you guys believe that His Excellency, the senator, is stole 2 billion naira? Why are you calling him His Excellency? Just call him a thief. Stop giving these guys any form of respect. If you catch yourself trying to respect them subconsciously, consciously train yourself to not do that. That's it. And even if you make that mistake of putting it out into the world, oh, His Honorable, His Excellency, oh, my leader, take it back. Say, I apologize. That was a mistake. The guy is a criminal. There is nothing excellent about him. He's a terrorist. He deserves no respect. And that includes your traditional rulers, your politicians, and your fake pastors and imams. Thank you so much, my good general. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you too, man. Thank you. You know, your voice is one of the voices that a lot of people actually look and then long to hear. Yeah, in case if you don't know, I've had people who have, you know, they are like, you know how people are rapt attention listeners, right? They're like a rapt listeners. Okay? So most of the time they don't hear from this individual for a while. They call in and ask, come, where is I've not heard from, you know, so thank you so much for being the African Wahala.
Thank you.
Always.
Thank you, my ego general.
Man, all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So that is the African Wahala. The situation in Nigeria, don't read. What you have on your screen right now is the state of things in Nigeria. The Nigerians can no longer afford to buy a old tuber of yam. And this is not even a joke. It is real. You see these ones you have on your screen? This is for the people who can still afford to buy half. Many people who have these half tubers further sliced to smaller sizes before they can actually meet their own financial capability or something. Young Nigeria go. I just don't know why everybody is still inside their houses. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Maigun.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you, Baba?
You see, fine. Every time when I remember that I haven't subscribed, because I've always want to at least to have a monthly, like.
Oh, you mean that membership?
Yeah, but for some reason, I think you might have to talk me through it. Maybe, somehow, maybe if not today, but at least I won't be feeling guilty that upon all this work that you are doing every day, and I'm listening to it. And then I'll be looking at myself and seeing,
I'm feeling contributed to what he's doing, though, but I just don't know how. I get that.
I've tried it several times, but it just wouldn't.
It's actually like, let me tell you something, right? It's so easy, right? Yeah. There is a dollar. There is a dollar in the comment section, right? That dollar sign does two things. One, if somebody wants to give me super chat right now, like $5, £5, or £1, or 10, you know what I mean? That dollar, you see that one? Yeah. You can choose. Yeah. The other one, when you click that same dollar sign, is asking you if you want to join my membership for £1.99, right? Or for $4.99, or for £10, that kind of stuff, right? You can also choose, and you can cancel any. You can cancel any of them anytime. That's one thing about it. Anytime.
Yeah, because I'm connected with PayPal, and so I want
you can even use PayPal. Yeah, you use PayPal as your. Yeah, you can link it.
Well, I will try it again. And this time around, I will give it my more. I will give it.
I'll make a demonstration of that on the program one of these days. Yeah. Okay, just to make. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome. You see, why I don't know why we haven't been able to understand, read in between the line what Tinubu is about, because Tinubu goes after the people who are not learned, like these Agberos, and so that they will never, because they are not interested in about politics. These Agberos, they are only interested in about collecting daily money, threatening people and getting this. So is not, because he himself is not learned, to be honest, because all these so so
somebody's a street smart, right? He's not really educated. And that's why you look at Tinubu very well. He's not an educated person. No. Take a look at all his character, his life. He's not an educated person. That's not how educated people act.
Yeah.
Go on.
Exactly. So so he feel intimidated when it comes to when he's around learned people. So then he becomes shivery. Then he loses, himself. So if you watch him properly during the election, I know that fear was in him. That God, how is it going to
he has all of this money, right? Before he forced himself to be president, you can still smell the inferiority around him.
When
he walks into a place, you can see the inferiority, you can smell it. But he's always like feeling like a lord when he's around all his praise singers.
Yeah.
When he's walking into a room and he knows that the praise singers are there, he walks in like a king. But when he walks into a room where intellectuals are going to be in and his own guys are not around him, he's completely lost. I get you.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. So now that he managed to, bought himself, find his way to this presidency thing. So now they need to continue how to make people poorer, right? So there's no amount of shouting that this NLC or whatever we do. They will pay somebody in the NLC themselves, so they will now compromise themselves eventually, right? So nothing will come out of it until then, and it's quite unfortunate. What can I say? You see, the money that they're meant to be giving to the civil servants, they rather give it to the politicians, the senators, so that later on, he will be the one telling them that, but we've paid you enough. Now, why can't you use that money to buy support so that at least for the next electioneering, tactic kind of, so that, they will be able to, muzzle people, and then, so the money is not meant, they are not ready to give money to the, to the civil servants.
Workers, no.
Right? Yeah, so there's not much.
It is the civil servants. Not that I really want to feel sorry for those ones. So, but this is also trying to compare the objectivity of this conversation, okay, of the issue, right? The civil servants, right, who are pretty much underpaid, okay, demanding for something better, all right. They themselves, they are part of the whole of the contraption that, of the corruption that has sort of hitting Nigeria so deep. You get that now? So I wouldn't want to feel sorry for them, but at the same time, come on, pay them. If you can pay that much to these rogues, then pay them. Maybe that could possibly reduce corruption too, just saying.
Yeah, because Tinubu himself is a thief, right? He uses the thief like him, to control the scenario or the power. So now, what is doing now is like, well, if you shout on me that I'm a thief, well, you are a thief as well. So nobody can checkmate, check anyone right now. So if it's like a proper. So if it is a proper person who is patriotic, before I forget, the national anthem, there's nothing like patriotic in it anymore. It is more of God now, like, oh, God, this, God, that, so that although our language may differ, in brotherhood, we stand. So you don't know before that a brotherhood we stand when you were, saying Igbo this, Igbo that, or Hausa that, Hausa this. So now,
this and that. You're gonna kill
so
them
now
if they don't follow your order and all of that. It's all this.
Yeah, so so we rather be patriotic and die for our belief that yes, we want something better for Nigeria, not die hoping that this will change when we can see that these people are not doing anything to anything. They're not doing anything because I can't see the reasoning behind or the reasoning behind having to make a new road somewhere to nowhere, and then spending like $4 billion or 4 billion naira on 1 kilometer for crying out loud. What does that supposed to mean?
You want to do 7 kilometers for 1.1 trillion naira in a country that people can barely feed, and with over 80% of horrible roads. Then it's con job, Baba. It's con job.
Yeah. So God will save Nigeria, yeah. God will save us, but God will not come. God will not come from heaven. No. God have empowered us already because we can think. We have that strength. We have to go out on the streets and start stoning their vehicles and then gather ourselves in masses and start stoning them everywhere. And they go.